Imagine hailing a car that has no steering wheel, no driver, and no human anywhere inside it.
In 2026, that is not science fiction.
It is a daily reality for millions of riders across America.
But here is the twist everyone is talking about. The company that promised to own this future is losing badly.
And the company quietly winning has a fleet 10 times bigger. Stick around, because these 5 facts will change how you think about getting in a car forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the biggest transportation story of 2026. The Robotaxi war. One company has spent a decade quietly building a driverless empire, city by city. The other promised the world, launched with a massive hype machine, and now has fewer cars on the road than a small taxi company. By the end of this video, you will know exactly who is winning, why it matters for your city, and what happens next. And if you want to stay ahead of every tech revolution before it goes mainstream, hit that subscribe button right now. It is free, and it keeps this channel alive. Let us start with the winner. Waymo. In 2026, Waymo operates roughly 3,000 Robotaxis across 11 American cities. That is not a pilot program. That is a real business.
The company has completed more than 20 million paid trips, and it is currently delivering around 250,000 rides every single week. To put that in perspective, its service area just grew past 1,400 square miles.
That is more territory than the entire state of Rhode Island.
Phoenix, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin, Miami, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, Orlando, San Antonio.
These are not test tracks. These are streets where real passengers hail real cars and pay real money. And here is the wildest part. Waymo is not slowing down.
It plans to add 2,000 more vehicles and reach 1 million rides per week by the end of the year.
Now here is where the story gets uncomfortable for the other side. Tesla.
Almost a full year after Elon Musk launched the Tesla Robotaxi in Austin with enormous fanfare, the entire fleet consists of between 42 and 59 vehicles.
59 cars. Total. Across just 3 Texas cities.
Compare that to Waymo, whose fleet is roughly 10 times larger. Tesla promised to cover half the U.S. population by the end of the year. Instead, riders report wait times over 30 minutes, cars that arrive at the wrong location, and even vehicles that stall out and refuse to start. Many rides still require a safety operator sitting in the front seat. And in a moment that went viral, even Kathy Wood, a legendary Tesla supporter, got a $75 ticket during her Robotaxi ride. The gap between the hype and the reality could not be bigger. So how did we get here? The answer is a tale of 2 very different strategies. Waymo spent $16 billion in 15 years perfecting a cautious, sensor-heavy approach. Every Waymo car is loaded with lidar, radar, and high-definition maps, and it only drives where it has been tested obsessively. That sounds slow, but it is why Waymo can operate with no human behind the wheel at all. Tesla, by contrast, bet everything on cameras and artificial intelligence, claiming its software could turn any Tesla into a Robotaxi with a simple update. That vision is brilliant on paper. But the real world has intersections, weather, and chaos that cameras alone still struggle with. One strategy prioritizes safety and scale. The other prioritizes speed and promise. In 2026, only one of them is actually moving people at scale. The expansion plans for 2026 are jaw-dropping. Waymo has laid the groundwork to enter more than 20 cities, including its first international markets in London and Tokyo. That is a massive vote of confidence in driverless technology.
Meanwhile, the competition is heating up from every direction.
Amazon's Zoox is rolling out its purpose-built Robotaxi in Las Vegas, a car with no steering wheel, designed from scratch for autonomous driving.
Lucid and Nuro just announced a partnership that will put self-driving taxis on the Uber app later this year. Even Chinese companies are shipping driverless vehicles at astonishing rates. The Robotaxi is no longer a single company's experiment.
It is an entire industry racing to replace the human driver.
And this is where the real disruption begins. Think about the economics.
A Robotaxi has no driver to pay, no shifts, no sick days, and no tipping. That means rides can get dramatically cheaper than anything Uber or Lyft can offer.
Waymo is already running promotions that undercut traditional ride-hailing in city after city.
When prices drop, behavior changes.
People stop owning second cars. Families in dense cities sell their vehicles entirely. Parking lots empty out.
That is billions of dollars shifting from car ownership to software that drives for you.
There are also growing pains.
Passengers falling asleep or triggering 911 calls.
Cars occasionally drop riders a quarter mile from their destination.
But every new technology stumbles, and the demand is undeniable.
Once Robotaxis prove themselves in 20 cities, there is no going back. So here is the bottom line for 2026. The Robotaxi revolution is not coming.
It is already here, and it is being won by the patient company, not the loudest one. Waymo is delivering 1 million rides a week at the pace it is growing, while Tesla is still counting its fleet on 2 hands. Whether you love it or hate it, the driverless car is about to touch your city, your wallet, and your daily commute. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe so you never miss the next one, and drop a comment.
Would you ride in a car with no driver? Let us argue in the comments. I will see you in the next video.